Hi guys, thanks for tuning into my channel. It's been a while since I put a video up, but this is more like a catch up, I guess you could say. So this one's going to have some triggers in it, guys. So, some of you might want to tune out for this one. We're going to talk about, unfortunately, suicide a little bit today. And yeah, if there's going to be some triggers, and if some of you, I know that I deal with mental health on this channel. That's quite a bit of what I deal with. If some of you, if that's going to be a problem for you, I would recommend tuning out at this time. So anyway, I'll start in. So if you guys have bought my book, which you can find at my website, Antone, Anton, Dabbs, DABS.com, AntoneDabbs.com, you'll know that I am very close to my dad. And when I say my dad, I was 13 years old, I think it was 13 or 14, when my mom told me he was not my real dad. And my world was crushed at that time, to say the least. It was very difficult to know that. I would have rather have not known that and just continued thinking he was my dad, my biological dad. But anyway, I found out he wasn't. And over the years, he's been in and out of my life. And the last 10, 15 years, he's been a very big part of my life. My dad is 76. He's a Vietnam vet and hasn't been married since my mom. And those two got a divorce when I was probably 2 years old. I'm 53 now. So my dad has lived most of his life as a bachelor. I was living in Brainerd, Minnesota up until about a year and a half ago when I moved here to this beautiful city of Duluth. My dad stayed over there. I built him a beautiful home to live in. And now that I moved here, I was trying to get him to come here. And but anyway, my dad's been going through some things lately, financial stuff, and he couldn't manage his money. I was paying for a lot of his stuff the last 10 years. I've been pretty much paying his way in a lot of ways to help him out, because I was capable and able to do that and wanted to do that for him. But money was a big deal to him. It was getting tight. And he was having some issues with being lonely, especially since I moved here. Even though I was trying to get him to come here, I told him over and over, I'll buy a house here. And he just wanted to stay there. And then he was having some real serious issues with PTSD from the Vietnam War, something he's dealt with off and on his whole life. Now, what happened recently, he'd been on a medication for anxiety that I'm on, and I've had very good luck with it, called citalopram. Hopefully I'm saying that. I think it's the same as Celexa. And it's been good for me, and he was on it, but it quit working for him. And about 2 weeks ago, they put him on a different medication. And things really went downhill fast on that medication, and they probably should have taken him off it. And anyway, my dad was found dead. He had committed suicide on a Monday and was found Tuesday morning. And it's been a really rough 2 weeks here since that happened, as you can imagine. And again, he was a big part of my life. He's been in my life since I was my whole life, other than, there's been times where we hadn't talked for a little bit, not because we got into it or anything, just when I was younger, I just had my own things going on, and so did he. And, but I lost my dad to suicide, and everybody knows my channel has to do with mental health. And I was here for him. I tried my best to talk to him, and I thought things were going better. He was going to the gym, and all outward signs showed that he was doing better, but evidently that new medication they put him on, things spiraled out of control pretty quickly, and I was a little bit out of the loop on that. He didn't tell a lot of people, and then he just made the decision to do that one afternoon at the house there. So, suicide, that's something that has not touched my family up until this point. I know that it's touched so many people's lives, but it's something that I never had experienced before and didn't think I would. But here I am, and I just experienced it. And the things that go through your head when that happens, like what I could have said, what I could have done to help him more. You know, you start questioning everything, and it's been a really rough 2 weeks. So, you know, all I can say is you don't know how long you got people for. My dad was really, really healthy physically, and, you know, I expected him to be around a lot longer. Love the people around you. You just don't know what's around the corner. If any of you guys are having some issues, please get help. Please reach out to the suicide hotline or whatever you have at your disposal, family, friends. If anybody needs me, know that I'm here for you. I don't care if we've never talked, if I don't know you, if you need help, reach out to me. And I'm here for anybody out there. I love all my listeners, all my viewers, and it's just a really hard time. One of the sad things is my daughter had moved in with my dad not that long ago. They'd been living just under 6 months together, and she's the one that found him. So Zoe's my daughter, and Zoe is having a really tough time right now because of that. If you guys hear that noise, that's Murphy over my shoulder kind of panting. He's an older dog, and he does that these days. But yeah, my daughter, she's feeling, it's been a couple of weeks now, and the sheer shock of just having it happen is kind of lessening a little bit now. But still, she's going to have to live with that for the rest of her life, and not happy about it. You know, when something like this happens, you know, you feel anger, you feel sad, you know, all different emotions go through your head. And I don't know about you guys, but things like this happen to me. It affects my sleep because that's when I start thinking about it. But anyway, it's not about me, and I'll get through this. But man, what a tough time right now. So, but anyway, guys, again, I love all you guys. Love the people that are around you. And, you know, I'm here if anybody needs to talk, just reach out. So everybody have a wonderful weekend this weekend, and be happy for the ones you got around you. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.